definitions also, that is we have discussed specific gravity, which is more important, this one, okay. And we have seen this all densities, if I recall, okay. Density, from the bulk density we have started, okay, or bulk unit weight, whatever it may be. So we have seen that. In the first class, we have seen all these definitions, basic definitions like void ratio, porosity, degree of saturation, air content, percentage void. Then after that, we have seen the water content, mass of water to mass of solids. And some books, some discipline, they will write whole mass, but we are here mass of solids only we have to take it. Okay. So this is a three-phase system. Left side is we have volume, and right side we made it as a mass, and here right side we made it as a weight. Okay. Is it okay? Should I continue? Hope you are following. Roshan, following, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine. Please switch off. I will mute all video. This one. Uh, Now we'll do that. Hope you are. It's recording. Okay, fine. Fine. Where we were. So it's recording, right? Uh, what we have discussed in the last classes are uh, three-phase system, that we have solids, water, and the air. So we have segregated it for our convenient. Okay. So volume of solid, volume of water, volume of air. This volume of air and water can be combinedly called as a called as a volume of voids. Okay. And the left side total volume, and the right side we have mass. Mass of air is zero. Okay. Or weight of the air is zero. So this side we are writing in a weight form, here mass form. From the mass we will get density. From the weight we will get unit weight. Okay, that's what we have seen. So wide ratio definition we know, porosity we know now. Okay, you should be perfect now with this. I mean, third class already we have been discussing in this third class. Degree of saturation 100% if it is saturated. Percentage air, but here total volume will come wherever percentage come. Okay, air content is volume of volume of air by volume. So there are some relations we have developed between these two, and between these two also we have developed some relations between these two. Okay, porosity and void ratio, and we have seen the densities. In that we have bulk density in the sense, in the soil in a natural form. Just take the soil and find out the density is called the bulk density. Or in this we have air and the uh, some water also would be there. But dry mass density is the density of or mass of solids to the total volume. Here dry, in the dry case. Saturated is mass of saturated by total volume. Submerged we have derived it, okay, and I said that submerged can be found out from the saturation. If you have saturation density minus density of water will give the submerged. We can write dash here. Submerged means dash, or gamma sub also we can write it in this way. Where is that? Submerged, sub also can write it like this. We can write it, or like can write it sub also, but dash will follow exactly. Okay, generally dash is called gamma sat minus gamma w. Very important. Okay, so in the exam I may give only gamma sat and ask you to find out the submerge. You just deduct this gamma water from that. And mass density of solids, only solids. Okay, here volume of solids will come here. Mass of solids to volume of solids will give the mass density of these solids. Again in the form of unit weight W. Here everything would be same, but instead of M there would be W here. Submerge. Okay, submerge, submergence. So likewise, there's a relations between this unit weight and the, already you know this one, gamma equal to rho into z. Okay, so that's what it is given here. So then specific gravity also we have seen definitions, and we have seen the definitions of water content also. Okay. Now we'll see some more definitions. Okay, now look at carefully. Again, we will derive some equations. Okay, three-phase diagram in terms of void ratios. So in void ratio, in terms of void ratio, we will derive it. Now what we'll do is the just I will read. You will understand the relations developed in the preceding sections are independent of the actual dimension of the soil. That means we have not given any dimension to the soil. We said that volume of solid, volume of air. We have not given any dimension to the soil. Okay. For convenience, this is very important. Okay. For convenience, the volume of solids is taken as unity. This volume of solid is there, no? Vs. We have taken this as unity. That means if the area of the cross section of the soil mass is also taken unity, the volume of solids is also equal to height of the solid. That means this is, area also will be unity, and this also unity. That means here it would be if the area of the cross section of the soil mass is taken as unity, the volume of solids is equal to height of the equal to the height of the solids. So here what we are doing is, this is again for our convenience. Okay, so what we are doing is we will take some you can say actual dimensions of the soil. To take the actual dimension of the soil, so what we are going to do is, we are assuming that the solid part we will take it as the unity 1, solid part, volume of solids. Okay, area will assume it also unity, then height will become volume. We can write it as unity. Okay, now look at him. When this is unity, very careful. So what is total volume here? Or you can say, what about E? How will get this E? Volume of voids. Look at this one. Here, since the volume, since the void ratio is equal to the volume of voids to the volume of solids. Okay, since, listen here, since the void ratio is equal to the volume of voids to the volume of solid, the volume of voids in the figure, this one, becomes equal to E. That means, look at E. What is the definition of E? Volume of voids to the volume of solids. This is our void ratio definition. We know that this one. Okay. Here, this become 1, right? Volume of solid we are taking as 1. When we go in this way, then volume of voids we can write whole volume of void is equal to E. That's what they have written it. Volume of voids from here to here is E. Hope you are following. Okay. So from the definition of void ratio, what is the definition of void ratio? Volume of voids to the volume of solids. What is the definition of porosity? Volume of voids to the total volume is the definition of porosity. Here, volume of voids to the volume of solid. Volume of solids we are taking, assuming as a 1, okay, for our convenience. Then this would be E. When this is E and this is 1, total volume will be equal 1 plus E, right? So now this E can be, we can retain as void ratio of air and void ratio of water, right? EW. EW plus EA. How EW become AC, that we'll see now. Okay. Now, what is the definition of porosity? Volume of voids to the total volume. That means volume of voids is E, then total volume is 1 plus C. What is the definition of degree of saturation? Volume of water to the volume of voids. What is the volume of water here? EW. We can write, okay? Volume of voids is E. Understand? So EW we can write it as SE. EW is equal to SE. Understand? So that's what it is. Whole volume of voids we can is E. When this is E, it can be written as EA plus EW. Bodies of water plus EA. Okay. Here we can, from our definition, we'll get it that porosity is equal to, we can write in this way, degree of saturation is equal to volume of water to the volume of voids. The volume of water VW is shown as SC. Understand? Figure this one 25.8. Understand? Obviously, the volume of air is equal to, how we can write it? E minus SC. Air is equal to E minus SC. We can write this way. So these things are changing only when we make this as unity. Okay, if you are not following, just remember that when you make this as unity, assuming this as unity for our convenience, okay, so we need to, because we need to take some dimensions, okay, so we have decided that this volume of solids will be height of that one, we take it as a unity. When you take this as a unity, how other definitions are changing, that's what is all about, okay, how this void ratio is changing, how we are getting the void ratio. So that's what it is. It is a three-phase diagram. In terms of void ratio we are doing it now. Now this in terms of void ratio, how it is changing it, okay. What is the percentage of air? Volume of air by total volume. Volume of air is, we have derived it, okay, E 1 minus S divided by total volume is 1 plus E. What is air content definitions? Volume of air by volume of void. Volume of air is this one, okay, by volume of void is E. So finally you will get this one, okay. Likewise, we can derive all the equation. The various mass density can also be derived, okay. Various mass density can also be derived. Let me. Okay. Are you able to hear now? Just have changed the Wi-Fi connection. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, what we'll do is various density, whatever we have discussed, right? Bulk density, dry density, saturated density, and submerged density, everything we can write in this way also. Okay, how? What is the bulk density formula? Bulk density is equal to mass by volume. Bulk density can be written as, hope you are following, okay. Bulk density can be written as mass by volume. Okay, here mass means mass of solids plus mass of water. Volume is 1 plus E, total volume. How we can write down this mass of solids and mass of water in other form? Here we are writing in a with specific gravity. What is the definition of specific gravity? Density of solids to the density of water. Okay. Density of solids means mass of solids to the volume of solids divided by, I'm keeping here like this only. So what we are doing, this is becoming one. Okay, we know that. Then ms can be written as G into rho W. That's what it is written. Understand? So how this MW can be written again? What is SC? Already we have found out. What is SC? That is, SC is a volume of water. Okay. Here, mass of water, density of water can be written as mass of water by volume of water. What is volume of water? Volume of water is SC. SC divided in multiplied by rho, you will give the mass of water. This one. Okay. So the equation become like this. Then finally, rho equation can be written as this one. Okay, just I'll write it properly. Rho can be written as very important equation, this one. Okay, so by considering this one as the they will ask in all competitive gate exam based on this equation, so they will ask you to find out the density or some other parameter. Suppose in the exam they'll ask, they will give uh, g value, they will give density value, they will give density of water, they may not give, they may give void ratio. They will ask us to find the S degree of saturation, or sometimes what they will give everything, density, void ratio. They may ask us to find the E value, void ratio. Understand? So these equations are very important. Okay, so where we were now, we have derived the equation for bulk density. What is dry density? Dry density is equal to mass of solids by volume. How we can write out the mass of solids? This way, is it not? What is G? Density of solids by volume, density of water. Mass of solids can be written as this is 1 G into the rho by 1 plus C. Understand? How we can write out the density of saturation? Mass of saturation by volume of saturation. How we can get any degree of saturation? What is the value of S here for a saturated soil? 1, right? 100%, 1. So that's what in this equation, if you substitute S equal to 1, you will get this equation. What is submerged? Sat minus gamma W. This equation minus gamma W, if you do it, you will get gamma sub. Understand? Or in a fully soil, not fully saturated, the submerged mass is given as this one. If it is not fully submerged, okay. So likewise, you can get these equations. If we substitute 1 here, you will get this equation. You substitute 1 here. Similarly, this with respect to rho density, with respect to unit weight, same thing we can write down. So these equations are very important. Okay, what are those equations? Gamma, this is a bulk unit weight, not bulk density, but this is the bulk density rho. Okay, bulk unit weight, dry unit weight, saturated unit weight, submerged unit weight. So exactly same equations. Okay, one set of equation for this equation, you should remember. Now I will tell you the technique how you have to remember it. If you remember only this equation, is more than enough for you. In this equation, suppose if you want, this is the density, right? Suppose if you want saturated density, what you have to do? You have to substitute S equal to 1 here. That's what you will get, saturated density. Exactly same. If you want dry, for dry S equal to 0, right? For dry soil, S equal to degree of saturation 0. If you substitute 0 here, you will get this equation for dry. G gamma W, that's what is given, 1 plus E. You want gamma submerged, right? Gamma submerged is equal to gamma sat minus gamma W. If you do this one minus gamma W, if you do it, you will get this equation. Or if it is not fully saturated, it's partially saturated, then in that case you have this equation. If you want fully saturated, then means submit 1 here, you will get this equation. Are you following? I need your response.
Yes, sir.
Following. These are not very, very difficult. Okay. Only thing you just spend some 10-15 minutes time. These are very, very, very important equations. You can easily familiar with these equations. Okay. So at least if you remember this one equation today, G plus SC, okay, G plus SC gamma W rho W by 1 place. If you remember, from there you can get dry and the saturation density, then you can get the submerged density and so on. Everything you will get it from this equation. Understand? So this is all about these equations. So what we have seen today, what we have seen, three-phase diagram in terms of void ratio. That means we assume this volume of solids as unity 1, and we have seen that how the equation is going to change when this is 1. Okay, we have seen that volume of void would be E and total volume will be 1 plus E. Okay, so likewise we have derived equations, all the equation changing. Okay, and we have seen all the densities also. Similarly, what you can do is as a homework, so the three-phase diagram in terms of porosity, you just do it. It is given already. Okay, if you want in 5 minutes we can go. Here what we are doing is, what is the definition of porosity? In volume of voids to total volume here. Here I am assuming I want equation in the form of porosity. I am assuming total volume as the 1 here. Unity. Understand? So how we are playing with the equation now? Look at when this become 1, so this would be porosity. You will get it. Okay. Then again, instead of EWEA, we are getting NaAW. Here 1 minus N. Then whole thing will change. Then you porosity, void ratio, everything you just check the what is the porosity, volume of void by total volume. Total volume is equal to 1. Here volume of void would be N, or this one volume of voids is N. When this is 1, this is N, this will be 1 minus N, right? And this is NWNA. That's what it is given. Okay, therefore the volume of voids is shown as N. Obviously the volume of solids is 1 minus N. What is the void ratio definition? Void ratio can be written as N by 1 minus N. Already we have derived it. What is bulk density? This is bulk, this is dry. Okay, mass by total volume, again you derive it, you will get these equations. Okay, in terms of N. Dry, in terms of this one, you will get these equations. Saturation, this equation. Okay, submerge, you will get these equations. At least you remember one equation. This equation, if you remember it, dry means S would be 0, right? So when you make this one is 0, you will get this dry equation. If you make S equal 1, you will get the saturation part. S equal to 1 for saturated soil, S equal to 0 for dry soil. Submerge, what we have to do, whatever equation we have for saturation, gamma sat minus gamma W, if you do it, you will get these equations. So that's what it is given. Understand? So what you do is, today's class, you familiar with these equations, take volume is equal to 1 and the volume of solid. If you want all the equation in terms of porosity, you have to take this as called total volume equal to 1. This is all for our convenience. Okay, we are assuming that total volume as unit quantity. Okay, unit quantity. If you want all the equation in the N form, porosity form, we are assuming for our convenience whole volume as a 1 unity. Then we are deriving the equations. Okay, So likewise, if you do this equation, so finally you will end up with these equations in terms of porosity and in terms of void ratio. That means here density can be find out once you know the porosity. There that equation, if density, all the density can be find out by using the void ratios. Not only void ratio, we need to know the specific gravity also, we should know saturation also, we should know it, and density of water also we should know. So likewise, how we generally find out these all the parameters from the these equations. Okay, so with this today I will stop. Okay, again we'll derive some more equation in next class. Okay, so try to read it, and it is very very simple. Okay, it's not very difficult thing. Just if you spend, because you have clear JEE mains exams and all, I think it won't be that much difficult for you to understand. Okay, so that's why I'm going very very slowly, so that your basics should be strong. Once your basics are strong, so you can clear any competitive exams. So especially this soil mechanics is very very important for you. Okay, so that's why I'm going very very slowly in three-phase system diagram. Okay, later on we'll go a little fast, but beginning you just try to understand the subject and try to learn. And we have started the second chapter. We have finished today a few definitions or a relationship of the three-phase system in with the void ratio and the porosity, how it will changes. Previously we have not given any dimension to the soil. Okay, so now some unit dimension we are taking, and we are deriving some equations. Okay, so with that I will stop today, and